Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I just want to walk you through how to create a portfolio website, like for those who are looking for a job and they're looking to like create their portfolio website to showcase their work and to showcase their ability on how to build websites, right? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Surprisingly, I actually recorded this video for 4 hours, only for me to realize that the recorder I'm using only record for 1 hour. And the remaining 3 hours I had is gone. So I had to remake this video, and I'm already stressed out, but you know what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. So first thing first, so the reason why I don't want to bring up my YouTube setup is because I currently don't have space on my machine, and I'm just trying to be like minimalistic as possible. So yeah, let's start. So first thing I need to do, I need to go set up a GitHub repo. If you don't have a GitHub, because I'll be showing you how to deploy this project on Vercel, which is a free platform, so that you can also deploy your project, send people link instead of telling them word of mouth and sending them image. So that will just help. So first thing, I'll call it I'll just say portfolio 101, right? So portfolio 101, it's going to be a simple portfolio. It's going to be a simple portfolio site, and I'm going to leave it public so anybody can access the video and see the link and click the link to the content. So I'm creating this, and yeah, so I've created the project. So what I need to do now is to open my terminal. And I'll go to clear this session, go to my project folder, and I'm going to make a new repository called I'll just call it sample portfolio. It's going to be portfolio, sample portfolio, and I'll sample into it, cd into it, and open it in my VS Code. And here is my VS Code. So here is the folder. What are we going to do? We're going to create an index.html file. So this index.html file, we are not using any framework, we are not using anything, we are just using HTML and vanilla CSS. Yes, I always miss that pronunciation. Yeah. So first thing, you have to put your HTML basic content. These are metadata, which basically show on the header, maybe any of the social media platform you're trying to load the link. So, but we're not doing anything special. So I'll just make this my name. So we're going to start with the first laying out the content of the website. So basically we have different section of your website. We have the head, which contain your navigation, and some people tend to put their hero section in there, but I like putting mine in the main. Then I also have like a footer. This is how basically your website should be structured. Yeah, so you have this. So the next thing we are going to do is to start putting content. So I want to have a navigation, a very simple and basic navigation. What I'll do, I'm going to have my name here, Ibrahim Joseph. If you don't know that, now you know. And this is going to be my URL. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to have link inside. Let me put a hash. I'm going to call this home, or I'll say this will probably be about, then company, maybe company that I've worked for, you know. Then I think I should have like socials. So this will be my socials, which is links that points to my social media handle. So this is how it's going to be. Let's open it in a browser so that we can have a look and feel. So this is how it's going to look. So what I usually like to do before starting any CSS styling, so I would like us to, like, as we lay out the content, let's style it. So it's always advisable to start with resetting your CSS style. I like doing that. Resetting your CSS style helps you to remove all the default styles that comes with the HTML, right, from your agent. Your agent is the browser, so the browser usually append some default styles. So if you come here, let's select this let's go to header, nav, let's go to paragraph. As you see, these are the default style that comes with it, and you see, as you can see, it's saying user agent styles. These styles are coming actually from your browser. So the first thing we need to do is for us to get a CSS reset, to reset all the CSS so that we can, so CSS reset. So I think I visited this site once, so I'll just take all this guy and reset and take it as our CSS reset. I just need to copy it, come back to our website. As you can see, we still have some default style, but by the time I paste it here and save it, let me format with HTML because my prettier is broken. So as you can see, it has removed all the CSS default style. So that is that about it. And there's also one other reset I like doing. This will be for the before and after. Applying a box. So we'll do the margin for before to be 0, padding for before to be 0, and we are going to do box sizing to be border box. So yeah, this is another reset I like doing. So the first thing we need to do, we need to style the menu bar. So how do you style the menu bar? So basically we want to give so this is a way of selecting the header. This is called element selector. We have different kind of HTML selector. I'll probably put a video at the top of this the link so that you can take you to a video where you can learn how to use selectors. So I want to give you background to this guy, and I think I need something dark blue. It's not blue enough, but it's fine. Let's just manage this for now. Yes, so that's that. And as you can see, our link is not having any color because the link has priority. The style, like the default nature of the link, has priority over every other style you apply. This is where some of the default style property supersedes your own style. All right, so that's that for another day. Another thing also we want to do, we want to ensure that we start the link. So we're going to do nav. Inside the nav we have the UL, right? And inside the UL we have the li, and inside the li we have the a. So this way we can now start the color to be white, and it's going to work. So basically, what do we want to do? We want to make sure that this items stay left and right for our menu. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to target the nav, and I think nav then UL. UL is the guy that holds the link, right? Then we can now apply display flex. I'm going to be using flex here, right? Then save it, display flex on the UL. So in this UL, oh, I think I made a mistake. So this is supposed to be on a new li. Yeah, so if not, so that's not gonna work. So I say this place is going to be company. Hope I spelled that correctly. And like I said, it's going to be our socials. All right, so we have this, and yeah. So what we want to do now, we just like I said, we are flexing it. So this will be this and this. So what, as you can see, the items are horizontal. If you take this guy out, you see they are vertical, right? So put it back, display flex. We also want to do that to this nav too. So we can decide to see, nav and this. So this puts everything on one line. So this way, we want to say for the nav element, we want to say justify content, and we want to use space between, so it will make it to be left and right. So as you can see, for clarity's sake, let's add padding to the container. So let's do that here. Padding, and we are going to say padding, let's do, and top bottom, let's do 2rem, left and right, let's do 1rem. And here you go. So for our li, we also want to remove the text decorator. We don't want the online line and the colors that we already have there. So that should be for text decorator property. We say none, and as you can see, they are gone. So we want to give space onto this guy. So basically, how you might want to give space, you probably want to do padding left and right and stuff like that. So there's also a trick you can do, which I usually like to do. I usually use descendant selector and do adjacent descendant selector. So I do this. I think this should work. So I now apply margin left to them. Let's say 1, and if you look, they now have space. So what is happening is that it will not select this first item, it will only select this second and this, because this guy is adjacent to this, but this guy is not adjacent to any element. That is why it's called adjacent selectors. So yeah, that's selector. As you can see, our menu item is ready, and is also responsive. So that's one funny thing, right? By default, all your HTML content is responsive by nature, but by the time you start adding CSS class, you end up breaking everything and making it look awkward. But as we have it now, as you can see, I really want this color to be darker than this, so I can just decide to come down, select something darker. Yeah, so I'll just take this guy and probably go back to our background color and put it there. So the reason why it's not showing because we don't have the hash symbol. That's how you get present in class. And here you go. Your menu is set, and as you can see, we can now commit this menu. You see, it's responsive. This is the smallest screen you ever have, which is 320. And iPhone 4 is one of the phone devices that have it, but iPhone 4 is not invoked anymore. So basically, you probably be testing with 375 screen width for phones, because this is basically the base screen width we currently have for most social media phones. Yeah, so and that's that about the menu item. In the next section is we're going to talk about the area where we have our hero section, where you're going to have content like your image and your simple description describing what you do and stuff like that, and just like an introduction for whoever is coming to the content. So stay tuned. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do that and how to style it and how to give it some little touch. There are some tricks I'm going to show you, like things that I had to add shadows. Some people think like adding shadow is supernatural, and I had to add like some very nice coloration onto your text, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So stay tuned. If this is your first time of visiting my YouTube channel, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button down below and give it a thumbs up, and also share it with your friends, with your family, and any other person who is aspiring to become a software engineer. You can start by learning HTML and CSS. And I hope you've learned something. I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned.